Today's video is in partnership with Plutus. If you are looking to get a bank account that you can get crypto rewards, then I do suggest you check this out. On every day-to-day purchase, you get 3% cash back in Pluton, which is a native asset of the Plutus network. So go ahead, plutus.it, and check the website out. Right, so in today's video, we're going to be taking a look at Zilliqa. I'm going to have a look mainly at price analysis and have a look at some key levels that we could use as an investment opportunity, trading position, or even take profit region. And then we'll have a look at that in both the USDT and the BTC pairings. And also I wanted to take a look at a piece of news which is quite important too. If you're new to this channel, then please make sure that you are subscribed. Hit that like button and let's crack on. Starting off with Bitcoin, we'll just do a little bit of analysis on this because Bitcoin does rule the market, and whichever way that is heading, usually the entire market does follow it. We have not had any breakaways yet. I mean, if you're looking at Zilliqa, up 10% today, which is quite good compared to the rest of the market, but nothing to get too excited about yet. But yeah, Bitcoin, we have pushed up really nicely. I mean, we've slammed down to 29,200, and over the course of the last 4 to 5 days, things have become really great. And we are coming back up to this EQ, which is a central level of a range. If you're looking at a high range here, is 41k, and then the low range here is the yearly open at 28,800. That's the exact same as back here. We use this area as a bit of consolidation period before that we had that major leg up to 64k, and I think this is what was just happening. This is overextended accumulation. I mean, we've been in accumulation since pretty much 19th of May, so that's well over 8 weeks now, and I think we was due a pump. It was boring, and then we got that reaction that we was waiting for. If you look at this blue line, this is a moving average 50. We have now got above that, so that in terms of if you're looking to long this or potentially buy it, then I think it's always a good place to be. Make sure you're above that moving average 50 on the 4 hour. I mean, usually it's better on the daily. We've not quite got there yet. The moving average 50 is slightly above EQ at around 34,000, 35,000 region. So that is a first major target for me, to get up there and get above it, because you can see we've been below it ever since the 8th of May. So that's a long time. You're talking 9-10 weeks. So that's the first major areas for it to break through. But currently, it does look like we're rolling over a little bit. We seem to be running out of steam. And if I were looking for buys, I would target this region here. Probably we might get a tap off this this 50 EMA or around this 382 that Fibonacci level. So I've highlighted that level. I'm looking for a potential dip down to here and then bounce. Remember, we've also got this 618 level here at 31,386. I think that could also be a decent level too. So just monitor price if you're looking for a potential setup. We've obviously done that impulse move up. We're going to come down to this region here and then move back up and try and target that 35k region from me. There's always that possibility that we could come lower, we could come here and test that 618 level before a little bit of sideways action and then push up. But in my opinion, I think we are going to push on and break that 35k region, maybe towards the end of the month, but who knows, let's wait and see. So that's my thoughts on BTC. If we do break above 35k, you can look at all these tops around here, around 36, 37k is a first, probably a major target. And in reality, I don't think we're quite out of the woods yet. I think the major long, you could say over the course of the next few months, he's breaking above 41k. Once we do break above that and turn it to support, then we are actually out of that range period, and we can resume this bull run that we're all craving for. So that's that BTC covered. If you want to take a look at a little piece of news, so we all know about the Zilliqa Ethereum bridge, which is coming out. Well, it's supposed to come out soon, but it's been slightly delayed. We're waiting until after London, the hard fork for Ethereum. So Zilliqa's bridge to Ethereum will wait for the successful launch of ETH's London hard fork before going live. This is because the London hard fork changes Ethereum's fee structure. We do know that EIP 1559 is coming into force, and that will massively reduce fees and turn parts of that supply into a deflationary asset. So that's going to be, I mean, it's only 9-10 days away, so it's nothing too major, but just letting you know that that is coming. And you can see Amrit Kumar said there, unfortunately cannot go live before the Ethereum London hard fork, but like I say, nothing to worry about on our behalf. So that's a little bit of news there. Right, we'll start off with Zilliqa USDT. Let's just zoom out and have a look on the weekly. It probably doesn't look like much of a bounce so far. We had a significant drop, which I thought was well oversold. I mean, we dropped all the way down 80%. That's a massive drop for products that's constantly building. Fundamentals are strong. Ethereum bridges coming. Ecosystem constantly growing. And just fear in the market brought that down. Bitcoin dropped from that 64k region. And unfortunately, a lot of alts did suffer. But these are the times, if you're looking at this actually, let me just show you. Greed and fear. I always look to buy. It's actually popped up to fear now. The last few weeks it's been in extreme fear. Best time to buy is when the market is fearful, and that's what's happening now. The market is fearful. I've actually topped up on Zilliqa recently, not a massive amount, but brought it up to a decent amount where I think I'm happy with the amount I hold. Obviously, I would like to hold more, but can't hold the biggest bags, can we? So far we're doing a good rise. I mean, if we just have a zoom in to the daily here, this was the first area that we're looking to break through. I've seen all these liquidity wicks around here, and we've actually broken through that with a bullish engulfing candle. So that is a decent area that we're broken through. I'm just going to leave it on because that could be a potential buy zone. But if we look at terms of where we've grown from the bottom, down at 5 cent up to the current highs, we've done a 44% recovery already. And I honestly think that this is just the beginning. I really think that the market is going to start to turn around over the course of the next couple of months. And I think that eventually going towards the end of the year, I'm not going to give a price prediction yet, but honestly believe that we will be way up. I mean, I've got a dotted line at 50 cent. I think 50 cent will just be for starters. And then once this cycle does get back into flow, I think we will definitely know about it. Just looking at the RSI there, by the way, it was down at 25%, so that was well oversold. And as you can see, we've had a good price reaction there. So moving into a 4 hour, this one I do pretty much most of it here. I prefer this time frame. Looking at this entire move, so we've done that 44% major move to the upside. Just looking in terms of Fibonacci levels, if this is where we stop now, I did say that this green box is a potential area where I could look at buys. So if you're looking at this region here, this was where we had liquidity wicks, which pretty much recovered straight away and popped to the upside. When we come down here, it's acted as support. Then eventually we lost it and then it acted as resistance. We've been in resistance area until we've broken through this time. This area pretty much slams right on this 382 level. So if you're looking for buys for Zilliqa, I would potentially place some orders laddered from 6.4 cent all the way down to this region down here at 5.9 cent. Orders within that range, I think, will be a nice level for you to accumulate. If you've not bought any down here, or if you manage to sell up here and you're looking for an entry point, to be honest, I can't see us going much lower on that. But I mean, let's just have a zoom back here. We've had a wick down here, which is pretty much that area. So that does show that there's mass liquidity there, and that has popped up nicely. And for me, there's a lot of calls on Bitcoin, isn't there, for 20k, 10k, 5k. I mean, I think the bears have well and truly got the grip on the entire crypto community and turned them all bearish. I've stayed positive and I think that this is the bottom. But let's wait and see. So yeah, if you're looking for buys, ladder them down from 6.4 down to 5.9. If you're looking for take profits though, and we do start to push on and break through this region here, we've obviously got this 618 level, which is a negative fib, minus 0.618. That's 8.7 cent. And I'm going to mark an area up with a box, so we'll just copy that one. So if you're looking for some take profit regions to accumulate, I think that's a region around there. As you can see, we've had some wicks which were rejected. This was close. So if you're looking for, I don't know, accumulation, so for example, the price is very currently, you manage to buy in at this region, you're then looking for an area up here to potentially reject and accumulate. So accumulation is pretty much selling high, buying low, and just repeating that process. So that is some potential levels for you there. And that's that pair pretty much covered. As you can see, we've used this 50 moving average as a bounce off now, and for me, that's looking okay. So fingers crossed, we might be able to maintain this run once we get a little bit of a pullback and picked up some orders down within this range. So that's that pair covered. Let me just have a look at the BTC pair before we wrap this up. I'm not so convinced with the BTC pairings, to be honest. In my opinion, I'm just going to that moving average. In my opinion, I think Bitcoin is still going to go on a run at some stage and regain some market dominance. So looking at BTCD here, this is a bit of a setup I've got. I think if BTC does go on a run and push up to around this region, 52 or even 57, 57 is the most likely area, to be honest. Lots of areas of trading around here, but we have here as well. So either one of those two levels, I think that BTC might go on a run at some stage, regain some market dominance. And if that does happen, the Satoshi pairs on altcoins will start to feel the pain a bit and ultimately drop lower. if you're looking for buys, I've said this before, and I don't want to sound too bearish because, I mean, these levels are quite nasty, but if you're looking to place some orders in Satoshis for Zilliqa, then I would ladder them down from this weekly level of support here, 190, all the way down to 115 here. Orders within that range, I think, to be honest, could be a nice level. If you're looking to accumulate Bitcoin via Zilliqa, and then that could be a nice area to target. If it doesn't though, and it doesn't go on a push, look at sales at 238, and then we've got monthly resistance here up at 307. So I'm not going to go into too much detail on that because I'm still waiting out, and I'm a little bit wary what Bitcoin's going to do over the course of the next few months. So that's pretty much that covered for today. Then just some a little bit of news, my thoughts on Bitcoin, and then some price entries and take profits on Zilliqa. If you're new to this channel, then please make sure that you are subscribed, hit that like button, and I'll catch you next time.